Boogadabigs. Boogadabigs. What's going on, everybody? I just barely got the audio in queue right before this. Good thing I know technological things now. Welcome to Bucket of Picks, everybody. Got a nice steamy hot cup of coffee here. Faithful. All right. Figured I'd switch up the music just a little bit. I was going to put the Angry Birds on there. I was going to put the red Angry Birds one on there. I did not do it, though. All right. Is that still running? It's still running, isn't it? All right, I'm going to do this. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that was a no-no, huh? Shut something down really fast. Good Lord, what the heck was that? Whew. We got Nicole and Carmen. Hello, how you doing? How's everybody else doing? I'm sure Tim's out there. I'm sure BLT's out there. Let's see. Bowman might be out there. Speaking of Bowman, let's steal his jingle, shall we? The intro jingle. BUCKETO of PSEKS. There you go. There you have it, Jason. There you go, buddy. If you're watching, meh. So he's been, I'm not really sure what he's been up to. He's been doing some work for somebody, and it hasn't been going well, and then it does go well, and then it doesn't go well. Oh, I've had those kind of jobs. Not a good time. All right, Bucket of Picks. This is the summation of and new pick. It's like the alpha and omega. The omega and then the alpha. The end, then the beginning. So this is the end of last week's suggestion and prompt, which was birds. We shall go over that in just a moment and see who's at the cool kid table. And then we will move on, and we will then eventually, at some point, pick a new subject from the almighty Bucket of Picks, which is down yonder, underneath all kinds of stuff. Bucket of Picks. And we got Wonder Dog here. What's up there, buddy? You doing okay? Stay. Okay? Stay. All right, sleep. Sleep. All right, he will. He'll definitely be sleeping. But we got Bucket of Picks, and that's Zuko over there. Dog Wonder. Wonder dog of all times. All right, Zook. It's cool. You good. You good. We got everything under control over here. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. I don't know what's going on up there. We got to change that. Got to go back to our explosions, our exploding colors. I like that. All right, everybody. Let's see. Bucket of Pup. That's right. Bucket of Pups right there. There's Tim. Timber. Oh, you know what it is this week? It's Tim Birds. Tim Birds. That's my terrible, I don't know, whatever the heck that is. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to do. All right, it's a bird. It's a bird. It's a plane. So it has come to the end of this week, and we will go to the cool kid table now, and we'll see who participated and whatnot. Totally at ease because I have no work this coming week. I am off this. Yeah, I know, right? So I have no work this coming week. I'm so happy about that. I don't have to wake up for nothing, but I'll wake up anyway just because I will. But yeah, it's gonna be nice. I got a lot of shit to do though, man. Boo. But I did get all my harvesting done that I spoke of earlier. Let's see. Can I get you a shot of that? Let me see if I can get you a shot of that. Actually, if I just move out of the way, watch this. Can you see that? There's the top of my. Here's the top of the stack of cases of jars, and yeah, did pretty good. It worked out well. I don't think I'll be in need for quite a long time. So that turned out quite excellent. And there's like others, but yeah. I had tried to have somebody come up and help me. Mr. Bowman was supposed to come up and give me a hand, but meh. You know what happens with him? Meh. All right. Either way, he might be watching, so I got to be cool. Got to be cool. I could check and see actually how many people are watching. There's actually more people watching than there are on there. Let's see. There's okay, so that means that Barb's probably watching. So I'm going to give the friendly wave. Hey, what's going on? Non-talker BLT. Yay! All right, let's see. We could scoot right over immediately, really, because I don't have a whole lot to talk about other than that being done behind me. Let's see, what else do we got going on? Actually, that's a big job behind me. That was a lot. Um, see what else? I really don't have a whole lot going on right now. I got to do some stuff for the baby's room because I'm gonna be grandpa. Let's see what else. Um, that's about it. Pretty low key. Pretty low key. Everything's on the DL, man. You know what I mean? Everything's really cool right now. So yeah, if it just stays semi peaceful, I'm pretty good with that. I mean, other people's lives can be all tipsy turvy, on the on the you know troubled waters and whatnot. I'm just gonna be like a canoe on a glass lake. You know what I mean? That's how smooth my shit's gonna go. Everything's always working out for me, so I'm not worried about it. All right, let's see, Carmen. They fired a guy from work for stealing 30 grand worth of silver. Whoa, crime did not pay. He was trying to make crime pay, and well, obviously it did not pay at all. So, wow. So there's a job up. On a good note, there is a job I can post out there if anybody's in need of working over there with Carmen. Hey, as long as you don't steal $30,000 worth of silver, you might be able to get a job over there. And that's the happy side of it. So there you go. I hope you don't have to work too hard now that the thief is gone, but you have less help. So not that he was helping, he was thieving. Damn, damn, damn. Well, they fired him for doing it, but did he get busted for it is a whole different dilemma. I don't know that side of it, so I cannot. You're having, yeah, you have an opening exactly. See, on a good note, you got an opening there, so might meet someone cool to come in who plays really awesome guitar or something, or we don't want him to do that because we don't want him to take your side of things. But decent personality is really all you're looking for. Someone you can tolerate for 8 hours a day. Whew, that's hard to come by sometimes, isn't it? Good Lord. How many, who's worked with a real winner? Anybody out there working with a real winner? Whew, oh boy. Yeah, it can be quite, they caught him on camera and he confessed. Well, I guess when you're busted, cold busted, what are you going to do? Hope for the mercy of the owner, I guess. The prosecuting person, I guess. Wouldn't be an attorney, it'd be the accusatory party, right? Yeah, something like that. Probably not called that, but I could be a moderately terrible lawyer for somebody. Not you, not me. No, 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 no. All right, okay. On that note, bucket of mix, bucket of mix, bucket of mix. Let's get to the section of the show, right? Okay. That's what he's doing. He's throwing himself at the mercy, hoping he doesn't get, time in big prison. Ooh, this is not a good time in the country to be arrested. Everyone's being made an example of. Everybody's afraid to not show up for their job now, and let things slide. That whole letting things slide is only still reserved for places like New York, where I live, and, certain situations and whatnot. Otherwise, you're screwed, man. Screwed. Especially if you're on TV doing it, man. You get busted. You get busted on the old TV. You're done. You're done for. You're fried. Over. Done. Although two guys did have to go um into jury duty, so I had to go to my old building for a couple of times this week. But the first time was because no one was there. Neither of them were there. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. The and and they were both went to jury duty, and neither one of them got it. Neither one of them got held. So you know, so I didn't have to go back there for a couple more days. So that's kind of cool. So that's what happened over there. I don't know why they didn't get picked, or their plan was to not get picked. I have no idea. Some guys, when you get up older in age, you kind of want to participate in the process. You well, whatever. It's something different to do. It's better than going to work sometimes. So you take it, and those are the guys who do the whole grand jury and stuff. They actually were for grand jury cases, not local. So that's kind of crazy. You got dismissed last time, you say, huh? I wonder why. I could be the best ever. Put me in. Put me in. I'll hang that bastard. I mean, whoever. Yeah. I bet you'd be fair and impartial, right? I'm sure you would be. Don't take me wrong. I'm just trying to make a joke. Be all grumpy and stuff. See? I plead my case to the court. I'm grumpy. Leave me alone. That would be. I'm sorry I can't do anything. Why? Because I'm grumpy most of the time, man, and I'm just gonna be upset about being there and just whateverish, And I'm lazy. I'm a generally lazy person, and I don't like to do stuff. So I'm hoping I don't have to do this either, because I really don't care. Okay, you're dismissed. You right? Right? You just say that. I bet you they'd let you go. They have an abundance of people to choose from, especially if they include all. Well, never mind. I'm not going to make a statement. I'm not going to make that. You're a punk rock hippie. Yes, you are. You are. If they only had see, they need like a hippie home for punk rockers. That would be cool. Probably really loud because nobody could hear nothing anymore. So any music would be like ridiculously loud for anyone to be able to hear it. So you'd have to keep that in mind if you're going to start one of those places. Hmm. See, I was thinking about that. If I end up with like a hippie community thing, right? If I get some land and we all go there and we just kind of like camp out or whatever, well, decently, build a have an actual bathroom and whatnot, and maybe even a pool. Pool'd be nice. Pool, pond be good for you guys. It may be a pool, but and do that and have like little, Kwanzas for everybody or whatever, little hobbit holes, whatever we decide to do, A-frames, whatnot, in a little pond, and pool, and a pool. But if we did that, I started thinking, you want to be all hippie community, but you'd still want to have some rules. You know what I mean? You'd still, okay, you can't be super loud after like 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? It has to be only guitar by the campfire kind of stuff. You know what I mean? We'd have to be far enough away where you could get your own peace. You know what I mean? I think that's important. So you have your little bubble of safety. You know what I mean? Bubble of this is mine and I have control over it kind of thing. I'm not 100% deaf yet, but I'm definitely on my way there. If you ask like my kids and my wife, they'll definitely say I'm deaf. I'm not deaf. I'm just like can't hear a damn thing sometimes. Especially if there's like background noise and other things going on. I don't think it's so much I'm deaf. I think it's more of my mind's processing, trying to jump in between the two things, trying to do process both of them at the same time, and it just doesn't work very well. Just doesn't work very well at all. Boo is what I say. Boo. Boo. Wow. Nicole's very quiet today. So is Tim. Tim. You guys are quiet. Maybe because Gallardo isn't here. No. She's fun to have on. She does like to talk, though, right? All right. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Let's see. Oh, yeah. I've been on here for what? I'm going to guess 12 minutes. 12 minutes. 16 minutes. See, I'm closer than I was before. I really have no sense of time. Just so you know, I just don't know. If I don't actually look, I won't know. All right. Now we're over here, see? I have to lean back this way and put my mic here. Okay, now I can talk to you guys. And look at the cool stuff right over there. Okay, let's see. What do we got over here? We got a lot of people. A lot of people. I'm wondering. ADHD. That's right. Oh yeah. By the way, I got ADHD. ADHD Avenue. That's right. You're in the thick of it now. You're in the thick of it now. But I might not loop back around too soon to what we talk about if I get stuck on a tangent or get tangified. If I get tangerined, then, there's going to be trouble because I don't always circle back like a tangerine. So that's a great song, too. Zerplin. But I think, is Tangerine like an old soul song, or did they adapt it from an old blues song or something like that? I'm sure Carmen knows the answer to that. Living reflections of a dream, tangerine, tangerine. I know, don't quit your day job, whatever. I wonder if I could play that. Probably not. Ugh. Nah, I can't play it. So, on to the next. Let's see who we're going to look at first. Thank you, everybody, for precipitating. The precipitation this week was very nice for my ones of people. We're such an elite club, there's only ones of people. Although we wouldn't, we're not against other people. We're just, elite. Okay, who do we got first? I think this is. First, we got to take this one down. Boom. Boom. Carmen. There you go. This is an older piece, the tattooed one that I always say looks perfect for an ad. It's a tattoo guy, right? Yeah, or somebody like that. Who was it? Maybe a bread maker or something. Who was this guy? I forget. I forget the backstory on this. It's a bread maker. What is it? For some reason my brain's telling me, yeah, it's a bread maker dude or something like that. It's like a baker or something like that. No, is he a tattoo guy, bartender? What is this guy? Who is this guy? Okay, they stole it from a blues guy, of course, right? One of the reasons you don't care for Led Zeppelin. Well, yeah, see, I was going to mention all that, but that's your job here. You're the know it person, especially when it comes to old-timey music. Yes, very nice scroll work. We like it. We like the old-timey scroller work. What was he, a baker? Right? He was a baker, I think. Pretzel guy or something? I don't know. All right. Let's see. Very nice job, but I am going to give you credit for a second one this week, by the way. Carmen actually had two. So we're going to take a look at her second one here. Boom! The birds were flocking outside her window, giving her, oh, what do they call it? Foresight into this evening. She's a seer. She was what do they call that? Avian? You're an avian if you control birds. That's what it was in the latest Wednesday, the avian, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Somebody will give me credit for that. BLT's out there. She'll give me credit for that. Wednesday fan, big Wednesday fan. I like that. That was pretty good, actually. We'll have to see what happens in the next one. The continuation of the story. I have to wait a whole bunch of time for the next one. But Stranger Things is coming on in just a little bit. November, couple weeks. Couple weeks we will have new Stranger Things, the last season. Dun 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 dun. Who's gonna get? Mike's got to get sick this time, right? Right? Isn't it? It's Mike, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mike's gonna get the weirdness happening to him. And who else? Who else could it happen to? It could happen to. I think Mike's the only one left that hasn't really touched heavily. Hmm. Strange looking guy, by the way. That Mike guy who plays Mike. He's gonna be. They're got to be in their 20s now, right? Easily, right? Something like that. All right. Anyway, that's Carmen's Birds. Next we're going to. It looks like we got Nicole up on deck. Boom. This is a nice one. I like the colors on this one very much. Very much so. It's just happy too. You know? You just want to tweet with it. He weirds out on the dog weirds out on the whistlings. Oh, I forgot you guys can't see him. Do 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 do. That wasn't you. Who was it then? Who was it? Who took that picture? Who took that picture? Who took that picture then? It wasn't you. You didn't do that. Well, where'd it come from? Some kind of haunting or something like that? What is that all about? Hey, hey. I know it's over there on the group thing. All right, we'll investigate afterwards, okay? We'll take a good look into this and we're gonna get to the bottom of what's going on with this whole thing. All right? But I like that. I do like that. Very nice job, Nicole. Thank you for precipitating. You also did this one, an Angry Bird, which I should have had a thing. We're also going to look at the Angry Bird AI made for you. That's awesome, by the way. I should have used that one. I was going to use that one. I couldn't switch it around quick enough. All right, what do we got? And we got another Angry Bird. Very Angry Birds runner. All you got to do is give him the heavy eyebrows. It really helps when you draw it. It makes the angriness come out even better. It might have been Lori who put that up there. Yes, flock of birds high in the sky. Was that Lori? It must see. Yep, Nicole is trying to confirm it. And yep. Okay, I thought it was Carmen, but hey, the flock of birds up in the sky, we have to go back and give it credit to you, which is hang on. No, gotta go over here. We gotta go here. Boom. Then we gotta go. Oh, that's me. Wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna go that. That. Then we're gonna go this one. That one right there. Oh, is it? It's a kettle. They call that a kettle. A kettle of buzzards. I thought it was a murder of crows. It's worse than that. It's worse than that, Jack. It's murder. That's an old Quincy thing. It was murder. Right? What was Quincy's helper's name there? Oh, Carmen will know this. Wow, they call it a kettle. I did not know that. I learned something today. That's pretty cool. A kettle. A kettle of buzzards. Turkey buzzards, man. Turkey vultures, man. We got those up here. They're probably the biggest ones we got. I was looking for some Thunderbird stuff for afterwards. I ended up going for like sea serpents, but they only had like one shot of it, and it just looked like a big bird. They have no actual uh, Thunderbird footage that's decent at all that I could find. So if you see a Thunderbird out there, definitely catch a snap of that one. That's one of the cryptids that I'm having a hard time. I want to because there's that one guy who says when he was a kid he got picked up by one, and when he lifted him up off his ground, and it gave him a big scar in his shoulder trying to pick him up too. So murder of crows and a business of ferrets. Hmm. Hmm. And a group of lawyers is called a pack of assholes. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what those guys are called. All right. Anyways, anyhow, okay, that's that one. But actually, Carmen, Lori's got some amazing stuff coming up in just a minute. We did the Angry Birds. We did Nicole's. Time to move along to Tim. 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 That's a duck. This seems to be a duck. Now, I was told by Tim in the email I got with the pictures that the first picture is I think called a Mimi, and it is the Hawaiian. But I don't think that's this one. I think I think that it got loaded in a different pattern. See, that's the one in Hawaii, and it's a state bird, and it's a Mimi or Yu or Yaya or something. I'd have to look it up again. I forgot. Tim perhaps could tell us which one it is. So this is the second one, which might be meant to be the first because it was. I was told the first one is the Hawaiian state bird. Yeah, the first one is a mallard, right? And then this is what? What's this? It's a nini, right? Yeah, a nini. There you go. See, I needed a nini, moo moo, mama, something like that. I knew it was like that. It's a nini, and that's a Hawaiian state bird. And I learned that today as well. I'm learning all about birds, kettles, and business. Well, that's ferrets, but that's marsupial, right? Isn't it a marsupial? I'm pretty sure. Marsupial? Sure. Hmm. Someone else will tell me that too. My ones of people will let me know. All right, we got a mallard, and we also have Tim's birds number 3. Now that's just looks like a goose on top of a roof. A goose on a roof. This is like a Dr. Seuss thing. Have you ever seen a goose on a roof or a fox on a box? Pretty good, huh? All right. Okay, you saw that the nini in Hawaii, and this is a goose on a roof. It's bird brains. Ah, yeah, we're a bunch of bird brains. We know stuff. I'm bird brain in it. Boo. Tim takes a lot of pictures of birds. Thank you very much, Tim. Appreciate it very, very much. We love your Avarian photography, if I said that correctly. I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure those are real words. Just ask a lawyer, they'll tell you. All right. Who's up next? Thanks for you participating again this week as well. Okay. BLT birds. Come on. BLT. BLT. Look at that. That's cool as hell. And this is digital, but it's like hand drawn digital. You could have just done this with pretty much colored pencils. And then it's blended too. So it's pretty much you're using digital pencils is what you're doing. That's pretty cool. I like this. And you got the lighter color on the belly too. That's nice. It kind of looks like one of those, the foliage here. It's like the Chinese little, the cherry blossom things. You know what I mean? That's what I see. That's what I see. Very nice. Nice job. And speaking of, wait a minute, it's almost a murder. It's an attempted murder of crows. See what I did? I can do jokes. Ooh, that's awesome. That's cool. I like it. Yeah, it's an attempted murder. Oh, you have to have at least 3, right? There's no such thing as a pair of crows. It's an attempted murder. Come on, laugh with me. I get nothing? I'm getting nothing for that. Oh, no love at all. Where's my smileys and 100% and all that stuff on this one? Come on. There they are. Come on. There you go. You guys, oh, not too many though. Oh, you should have gotten a lot more. Come on, attempted murder. That's funny. Oh, my ones of people are just too used to my terrible, terrible humor. It's absolutely horrible, Chris. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, BLT. BLT. And then we have the amazing Lori Kaplan, which I know this is. I forget. You did a whole bunch of things to get to this, to actually get to the end, and it took forever, right? Now, how? uh, I'm trying to remember the story on this one. Attempted murder, right? Whew, it's funny. It's funny. All right. Yes. What's the story on this? I remember that it took you forever because you had to do each thing individually. It's like a folded. Isn't this like a folded thing? Each one is folded paper or something like that. I'm trying to remember what this was. You told me about this. I think that was it. I don't know. Yes, origami. Yes. Okay. Okay, so look at the replies in the group, and uh, she will explain what they are. Yes, origami cranes. That's a whole lot of origami cranes. Did you? How did you know how much to go up in size each time? How did you know that? How did you know how to do that? You folded one per day, but they have to get progressively larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. So you must have increased by a certain amount each time, right? That's pretty cool. That had to be quite meditative, one each day, knowing that you were going to do it the next day, and each day getting a little bit better at it. Now, did you start with the big ones, then go smaller, or smaller than bigger, or did you randomly do it along the way? Hmm. Random sizes, and then put them in order. Wow. Easy peasy. Yeah, easy peasy. No calculation involved at all. You just eyed it up. Well, that's pretty damn impressive, I gotta say. I gotta say. That's pretty damn impressive. No man could do that because we think 6 inches is this much. Doesn't even fit in the screen. We think it's this much. You know what I'm saying. Anyhow, yes, you know. So, anyways, yeah, guys see it different. It's it's like things in mirror will be smaller than how they appear. You know what I mean? All right, this is beautiful. I've always loved this. I've seen this. You showed this one before. I think in a gallery, something like that. This is beautiful. I love this. I love this thing. I love the blues in this. I'm a big fan. And then you get this awesome contrast with the white. That's really nice. And then this nice classical look with the window. It's just a very nice representation. It's just very feels good. It feels comfortable. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I feel very comfortable with it. I would be totally cool sitting in a room that had like that painted on the wall. And then you looked through, I don't know, I'm not very sure, like through a mirror at it or something like that. That'd be cool. Nice. Very nice. I know, isn't that cool? Oh, look who's speaking up. BLT. Look at you. You are there. Very nice. Very nice. I like it that everybody's very encouraging of one another. That's kind of the whole thing here. That's kind of the whole deal. Part of the goal. All right. I like that. Okay. And we also have Christina Altabelli. Thank you very much, Lori. Christina Altabelli just screeched in and wanted to participate real quick, but she had to go because and she can't tune in because she's her husband's schedule keeps her from being able to watch, but she wanted to participate. So boom, look at her pumpkin. Not exactly a bird, but definitely has wings, so we accept that. Absolutely. I think that's pretty awesome. Thank you very much for Christina for participating as well. Now I participated too. I don't usually toot my own horn, but I'm gonna. There you go. It's Just a little hoodly doodly. There you go. You guys probably can't see it. It's all right. It's all right because I want to go into the group. Maybe we can see it in there. So, yes, I like this very much. I also did an eagle on the other side. I'm going to go over the main cam. Boom. See, you can see that. I started with an eagle, and I didn't like the way it was going. So I switched it around and made it, a buzzard of sorts, condor or something like that. I'm not sure. Not even sure. I think it's a condor because it's got the really long separating feathers at the ends of the wings. So I'm pretty sure that's indicative of a condor. So everybody, thank you very much for participating. The precipitation was awesome this week. Thank you very much. Very much indeed. Phew. All right, you can all sit down. You're all accepted at the cool kid table. And hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I'm pretty sure I didn't. There will be a time when I'm going to have to just pick and choose like 10 out of the thousands that come in are submitted every week. That's going to be tough. That's going to be hard to not show somebody's stuff. You know what I mean? That would suck. But then I will have all kinds of time to sit at home and beep, 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 and, do the computings and get all that stuff done. But we'll see. I'll probably be retired. We'll all still be here, chilling, complaining, doing the whole human thing. All right. Let's go over here. We're there. All right. Now, I must reward you all for precipitating. Right? You gonna help me out there, Doug? Thanks. Stay. Good boy. I don't have to zap him like that terrible human who zapped his dog or whatever it was. Man, that guy, I don't know, he was supposedly some influencer or whatever. Boo is what I say. I say fiddlesticks to that guy. I don't know if you watch the news, but there was some influencing guy talking smack about something or another, some politicking or whatever, and his dog moved and he zapped him with the electric thing. The little thing winced and went and laid down. It's like, man, he couldn't even let his dog stand up. It was bullshit, man, bullshit. Yeah, the downside of success, right? Don't worry, I don't think I'll have that problem anytime soon. Unless I start thinking in a better way. Then, it could be overnight success. You never know. You never know. But if I think it will happen. So I'm kind of afraid of success. I think I've always been afraid of succeeding because then I'd be held up to like responsibility. Then I'd have to be all extra responsible and like be responsible for other people's stuff. That's why the only time I really turned my life around, it was when it came to my kids, when I got married, shit like that. Those were the times in life when I went, shit, I got to be responsible. But, like success-wise, I never let myself get that way. So I should change that. I should definitely change that. This week, it can happen as quickly as tomorrow if I let it, right? That's what they all say. That's what all these people, if you are extremely, there are cases where people can turn it around in no time at all. I could be such a case. I'm already successful, is what you have to say. I'm already successful. I just got to let everybody else know it. That's what it is. Everybody just needs to recognize that I'm successful. That's the trick. That's the trick, people. All right. Anyways, art involves at least a little sacrifice. That's right. But I don't want to be I don't want to sacrifice like the people viewing kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'd hate to take away that special feeling of, oh, my thing got shown or whatever. I'd like to show everybody's stuff. So maybe that's why subconsciously I'm limiting myself. I don't know. Or I could just say, screw you all. I'm going to screw you all. We're going big. Good luck. All right. Anyways, how about a big O for your participation before you all abandon me, my ones of people? You guys wouldn't do that, would you? I look forward to coming here on Sundays. All right, ready? I'll bring this down low. We're going to start down low with the big O. Get some O2 going in these old lungs. Funny though, also, being harvest time and all, I'm not participating in that as much, really, considering. No more than normal. No less than normal either. I think it's because it's like very, very, a lot more. You only need a little bit when it's this time of year. You know what I mean? It's fresh. Don't need so much. Which gives me a big break. My lungs, definitely go over 1 minute. Pretty sure about that. So sing along if you don't know the words. Follow the bouncing finger on the way to the big O. And here we go. Whew. That's some good bucket of picking right there. Ooh. Dropping. Lonnie, what's going on? Hello. Ooh. Pick already and breathe. Ooh, not this time around. I ain't gonna pop quite yet. One of these days. One of these days. But not yet. Not yet. Whew. That was a good one. I did thoroughly enjoy that. Oh. Hey. Oh, boy. I don't know if Nicole should come in with the official timing at any moment now. Hopefully she didn't run out with the dog. Oh, 58. What? What? I didn't make it to 60 seconds by 1.24 seconds. I missed it. Come on. This should be a mulligan. Definitely should get a mulligan on that O. Anyways, where else are you going to get a 58-second O? Right, Lonnie? Nowhere. Nowhere. Definitely not you and I. All right. I'm really happy with that. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind about that. Woo. All right. Bucket of Vicks, bucket of Vicks, bucket of Vicks. All right. Let's open it up. Now, if you got any suggestions, Lonnie, you got any suggestions? If you got a suggestion, I got some slips. I got my Sharpie marker over there. I know you were cheated by a second. I'm unsatisfied. What, you couldn't make it the whole minute? Damn. Gotta breathe sooner or later. Let me up for the breathe. All right, what should we put on the something that stretches our capabilities, something that makes us think even a little bit. What should we do? What should we put on the blank slip? Or we could just put the blank slip in there and it just be whatever choice, right? That just sounds like a good idea all the way around. Clams? You want me to put clams on there? You probably got a plate of clams in front of you, you rat. Delicious clams. Really? You want me to put clams on the bucket? No, we have to. Oyster. Yeah, oyster too. All right, but the the we have to have suggestions that we can't boycott because I don't want to be boycotting and pulling them out. That's why we only have a certain amount of them in here, which is, and I can tell you what they are. They're on a piece of paper somewhere, and I don't know where it is. Under here? Is it under here? Is it on that? No. Oh no. I lost the list of picks. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. I can tell you what's in there. And we can add, I don't think we want to put clams in there, but it would be funny. It would be funny to see what people come up with. All right. In the bucket we have. Okay, birds we just did. Let's get that out of there. Remember when we used to do this? I can do this all in one breathe. Easy. Favorite decade waterfall tattoo. Classic toys, UFOs, Bigfoot, flowers, forest, wildlife, space, monsters, ocean life, out of the box, mascots, your choice, robots, The Simpsons, t-shirt design, emojis, pets, Halloween, inner space. And that's it. And a blank slip. Lonnie's like, don't listen to me, man. Are you kidding me? Don't put clams in there. You out of your mind? You're that guy in the group of guys, aren't you? Yeah, jump in there. It'll be fine. Yeah, it's deep enough. Dive right in. Clunk. Right? That's you. That's you. I know that's you, man. You're that guy. No. Go ahead. No, they're free. Take a handful. Sir, you gotta. What? Yeah, those mints on the desk, they're free. Go ahead. They're complimentary. I had a friend named Jim Ald who used to do that. Sorry, I totally told his name. But Jim, my friend Jim, when we were kids, oh yeah, he was that guy. He was that guy. He was you. And I know I'm right about that. You probably had mini bikes just like him too. He used to ride around his mini bikes all the time, and he still got them. He still rebuilds them. The Rups, the old Rupp mini bikes and stuff like that. We got to get him on. Oh my God, he would be a great one to get on here. Have him come over and get him to have a couple beers or something like that, and we'll tell some stories. I should get all those guys over here, or get them over here one at a time, and they could give their own version of the stories that used to happen. Oh my God, you guys would learn some shit then. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'd love to have Jim here. Jim would be a good guest. My friend Les. All my friends over there would be pretty good guests. At least I could share some of my not so glorious moments as well as some of my most glorious moments. All right. All right. Oh, I know. We should put in there bad advice. We should put that. Or we should put that guy. You know what I mean? And something like that. If you come up with something, let me know. But I'm going to start stirring the bucket. So let me get ready. We don't veto. Because everybody in here has put these in, and they're all pretty good ones. Nicole, you got anything new? Carmen, you got anything new? Lori Kaplan, you got any suggestions for the bucket? Come on. Come on, come on. We still got time. I haven't picked nothing yet. Come on. I'll give you 30 seconds to reply. And I do have the slips, right? And I did put a blank one in there. So there's a blank. That's anyone's choice. Do whatever you want, but make something blank. I'm going to put that on the list. And I accidentally crossed out the wrong thing down here before. So I'm going to fix that. All right. 42. You want it to be 42? That's the answer to all questions. That's the answer to the most important question of all time. 42. All right, I'm going to put 42 down. Okay. Does everybody know what that's about? That's from Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy. And make sure you always have a towel. Oh, jeez. Got to remember I got to take that out. Always have your towel. Always have your towel. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like the universe and everything. That's right. 42. Yeah, Carmen knows. She knows. 42. Or you could do like, let's see. 42 was one of the Bushes, right? As far as presidents. You could go that way with it if you want. Okay, 42 is going in. And for those of you who don't know what 42 is, go watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's it's like the universe and everything. Actually, I did one that's very reminiscent of a scene in that movie. And I could use that one, actually. That would be really cool. I have no idea if that's still around, though. I'm not sure what I drew it for. I don't know if I just drew it to draw it, or I did it for a Friday. I can't remember. Friday or a Sunday, an art challenge. One of the weeks. Can't remember what it. I see it in my head, though. You're a hoopy fruit who knows where his towel is. Yes. See, you guys are my people, man. I mean, I really don't watch a lot of movies, but the ones I do know, you all know. So hey, that works out for me. It works out for me. And I'm actually starting to watch some movies lately. I can't believe it though. It's very hard to keep myself entertained on one thought for that long, but I've been trying. Uh, you're gonna start reciting Vogon poetry? There you go. Anything but Vogon poetry. You guys are going off on the movie now. Okay. All right. All right. For those of you who don't know what's going on, they're talking fandom over there. And I'm catching on bits and pieces of it that I know parts of it, but not as deep as apparently these two are. 42. What was the question? I can't remember. All right. All right. What's it all about? 42. Most excruciating torture is preferable to the Logan poetry. Yep. They're off and running now. One of the best movies ever, by the way. It's really cool. It's a really cool movie. Oh, yeah, okay. We've been going on for what, 22 minutes or something now. Holy crap, 35, I think that says. 35 minutes? Is that where we're at, 35? That's what it looks like. I can't see. I don't have the right glasses still. Oh, that reminds me. I got to take my other glasses and get them fixed. Okay, I'm going in. Nothing up my sleeve. Oh, I'm going to do the overhand so you guys know that there are in there. And I am reaching in. Boom. It is. The winner is. Oh, we always do fun on this one. Ocean Life. Very cool. Starfishes and whatnot. Lonnie, don't even say it. Don't even say it, Lonnie. Forget I said it. You could do Patrick Starfish is what I meant. You could do SpongeBob. You could do any of that. You could do anything there. You could do Flipper. For those of you who know Flipper, you could do that, right? So long and thanks for all the fish. There you go. Ocean Life. That's right. So long and thanks for all the fish. And all those great. What does he say? Something about those tiny tots or something like that, or something like that. Thank you, goodbye, and thanks for all the fish. Need some echo for that. Goodbye and thanks for all the fish. There you go. 56 minutes, really? Just to get to this moment. Ocean life. Ocean life. Ocean life. Ocean life. There you go. There's your screenshot with my puffed out lips. You can turn me into a puffer fish. So you could do puffer fish or whatever you'd like. So yes, Chuck. See, I knew you were gonna say it, Lonnie. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I tried to stop him, everybody. I tried. I tried. I tried to stop him. It's funny though, isn't it? So long and thanks for yeah. So that's right. Oh, what a great song! What a great movie! I'm gonna have to go watch that. I'm gonna have to go watch that. I have a feeling Lori's gonna be doing dolphins coming up out of the water, being sucked up into the atmosphere and saved by the bypassing ship. And which is also isn't that the same one that sucks up the other guys too? Right? Put out they just stick out their thumb. Boom, and they got a ring too. Isn't the ring something to do with that or some shit too? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Better book, great book. All right, let's see. Chocolate starfish, of course, of course. All right, let's see what else we got going on. We did that. We did that. We picked that. We picked that. All right. Okay. I do got some weirdo. I got a couple little weirdo nighttime thingies. Hang on. Let's set the mood. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Going into dark mode. Dun dun dun. Lonnie wins. Lonnie, do not enter your chocolate starfish photos. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please don't send me chocolate starfish pictures. No, no. All right. All right. What do I have all set? We got to go over here. And then it gets all woo 17 of me. All right. It's going to go here. Then you're going to see me again, a couple seconds behind. Okay. I decided I went with this is the one Thunderbird. This is the one Thunderbird thing that I found. And it just to me it just looks like a again, I got to get this volume back up again so you can hear it. It just to me it only looks like a big bird. But you guys be the judge. Okay, here we go. There it is, right there. Okay. Why is that sound so horrible?
You are now seeing the original footage of living flying thunderbirds straight out of Native American legends.
All right, we're going to let it go through one more time.
Month of July, 1977, many reports of giant living thunderbirds were pouring into newspaper offices and TV stations across central Illinois. I was called upon by CBS television to try to film a living thunderbird.
Look that big. I mean, it looks like a big bird, but come on.
Where the thunderbird sightings had been happening. You are now seeing the original footage of living
it's a big bird, but it's not. It doesn't look like it could.
Native American legends.
It doesn't look like you could pick anybody up or something like that, like it was told. There's nah. See, that one, I don't know, guys. I don't know. So that's the one I found on Thunderbirds, and I really couldn't find any other footage that's just like telling the story of what Thunderbirds are. But but I decided let's go look at some lake monsters. So I went with lake monsters. So Lake Champlain, so Champ in Lake Champlain Plain, which isn't too far from me actually. Days drive easy. It's probably what? Probably about 5 hours. It just looks like this big surge. Look at that. What the hell is that? I mean, you can tell it's a thing. And then it gets, see, like, what's that all about, man? Come on. What is that? It's not like something was breathing there. See, what is that, man? No way. What is that? That's scary. That's why I don't go out in open water like that. No, 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 that's why. Might get eaten by something. Imagine getting eaten by a fucking some something like that. Oh man, look at that thing. Let it play through one more time. Look at that. Now, what is that? What is that? Come on. It's like got all kinds of pieces and parts coming up, bobbing up. And it does it again. Right over there. See? What is that? It's big too, because that's big. Those rocks over there are ways off. That's big. Whatever that is. That's crazy. So I found that. Well, I didn't find it. Somebody else found it, but dang. I'm glad that I didn't find it. All right, what's this one? This is oh yeah, this is about the scariest thing ever. The guy's on one of those like little paddle boat thingies, man. Just something to keep your ass out of the water. And then this thing comes by. Watch this. How scared would you be? How scared would you be if this crap happened? If this happened to you, you tell me how crazy, how much. Look at this. Look at this. And then it pushes you up from underneath, and that shit goes by. Come on, what is that? Look how wide it is. Did you see that? And he's just on one of those little paddle things. Look at this. Blah, blah. As soon as you see the tail end of it, it's raising him up and going underneath him. What is that? What the hell is that? For real. For real. I would poop my pants. Pretty sure that's what would happen. Yeah, I would definitely, because first of all, I wouldn't be out there on some tiny damn little boat. Uh-uh. No, no, no. Especially when it's about nighttime, man. Are you out of your mind? And then you see this thing. I would, I would never leave land ever again. Ever, ever. That alone would do it right there. If I just saw that little hump, and it didn't bump the shit out of me and almost knock me in with it. No way. Look at that. Look at that. Look how wide it is. I wish there was more to it than this. I really do. That's crazy. All right. Well, wait a minute. Oh man. Oh, yeah. All right. So yeah, that's where we were. And what else? Oh, what's this? That's just copyright music. I can't use that. All right. Anywho, let's head back over here. And we'll go boom. All right. So those are the few crazy things I found on the old interwebs today too. So pretty freaking crazy. Sturgeon. Okay. What was it? Looked a bit like an eagle. Yeah. Okay. What bought? See, I can't see the comments when I'm doing that, so I'm trying to go back to it now. something big, whatever it was. That little kayaky thing is fucking goofy. Goofy. It's like a little flat board or something like that. A sturgeon, I don't think it would be that wide. It looked very, very wide to me. It's a wide creature. A wide creature. I could say that about some women I dated back in the day. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs some loving. It's all good loving, people. All right, where are we at? Boom, 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 boom. We did that. We did that. What else do we got going on? Get my branding out front while we try to finish up here. So, all ones of you, I just want to thank you again for coming on Saturday for a, 20 minutes or so of entertainment. Some moderate entertainment. Thank you again. I look forward to coming here every week, and you guys always show up, and I appreciate you guys more than you know. So thanks for being here week after week, and we will keep practicing our art week after week. And this week we will be doing something to do with ocean life. So keep an eye out for crazy pictures that Nicole's getting for me for I can use for thumbnails, and which is always a funny thing to look for, and create something that we can all look at next Saturday or dig it out if you got something according to ocean life. Bring it on out. I'll try to post stuff as soon as I got all kinds of time this week. So if you guys are looking for somebody to rap with or something like that, I am available. I will try to keep an eye on my messenger and my messages. If you guys want to give me a shout, that's fine. That's all good. Angry Blue Jay. There you go. You posted one last bird, an angry blue jay. Okay. I am gonna go check it out. Blue jays are pretty awesome. We get them. I get a lot of them in my yard, but they're kind of mean. They're pretty mean. Yeah, they can be. Yet the one you did is pissed off. Okay, I'll be sure to check it out immediately after this. All right, everybody. I just want to ask one thing in return for giving you a bit of moderate entertainment for the week, for 20 minutes or whatever it was. And we will do it again next week. But the only thing I'm going to ask from you is to go out there and make two people smile. Who will go and make two people smile? And they will go and make two people smile. And then they will go and make two people smile. And then you can't see me through all them smiles. So go out there and make a smiley universe for all of us, and it'll make everybody happy. Especially with everything going on or whatnots and things going on. The good things that are happening, the bad things that are happening. They're all necessary to keep everything, homogenous. So keep all that flowing. Keep your good thoughts flowing for everybody. Hats off again to John Danzo, whose mother passed away last week. And good vibes going out to everybody who's got stuff going on with people. My father-in-law, everybody's parents, everybody's relatives and what's nots that we're all looking out for and keeping track of and whatnot. Big golden vortexes out to them. So everybody go out there, have a great week. Come back next week with your ocean life. Make sure you get it in by Saturday. The sooner the better, actually. And it'll keeps me on my toes as well. So if you do that, that will help me out as well. So go out there, do that, enjoy your week. Other than that, let's see what else we got going on. Other than that, just try to make yourself happy by doing happy things. And let's see what else. That's old stuff. So we're just gonna go over here. I was looking at another thing. It was confusing me so much. Okay, so we're up there. That's where we're at. Everybody go out there, have a good time, and don't forget to stay in touch with yourselves. Peace, everybody. Out. I'm out.